ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shits. Subscribe.
Heard a double rainbow, but never a double eyebrow. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Wave 1 super villain Xemnu Build-A-Figure Waves Doctor Doom. Try and get your Marvel Legends, you can do so.
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Darkside Toys is a store for you. Link below. Alright, down there I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. We have a new segment on this channel called Why Give a Shart. So why do I give a shart about this Battle World Doctor Doom? I don't know too much about this particular version of Doctor Doom. I mean, I know about him slaying Thanos and everything, and I do remember reading some of those books. But when I think of this color scheme, I think of the Fantastic Four, the Future Foundation Doctor Doom. But this version right here does look very cool. I'm not seeing a Build-A-Figure piece. I guess no Build-A-Figure piece with this one. Anyway, on the side right here, you can see the Doctor Doom, and then on the back, there's a Doctor Doom again. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's the other figures from the wave, and then we have Doom on this side, and not much more on the top or the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's the Battle World or God King Doom figure out of the packaging. We'll talk about the things that I like and the things that I don't like, but first let's get a closer look at the accessories. So I appreciate Hasbro's choice of not including a Build-A-Figure piece with this Doctor Doom figure, because we've had a whole bunch of Doctor Dooms come out in recent waves and, you know, releases and everything. So we get the spinal column of Thanos along with the skull attached to it, and then you get these interchangeable hands, which is kind of interesting because you get only one even set right here with the thinking fingers hands, and then you get one right gun holding hand, one right spinal column holding hand, and then one left fisted hands right here, and then you get the gun, which we've seen many times before. Nice texturing. It does dip down a little bit, and I do appreciate that we do have weapon storage for it. However, with this particular Doctor Doom figure, I will never really have him displayed holding a gun. I mean, we're talking about godly, powerful Doom over here, so that gun could just stay holstered over there. The hands all look really nice with nice wrinkles added to them and seams, so I like how they all came out looking very nice. But oh my goodness, I really love this Thanos skull right over here. This is awesome, and it's in a pretty good size compared to the most recent Thanos figure that came out. So, you know, yeah, I think that looks, you know, looks like about right. Add a little bit of meat to it, maybe it could have been a tiny bit larger, but I think this is badass. I love this wash over it. Looks really good, man. Makes the sculpt pop. The only thing is, like, you know, the meat in the eyes right over there, it's kind of, Emma, stop it! The only thing is that, like, the meat in the eyes over here are kind of bone colored, but, you know, other than that, I think this looks great. I love all the texturing and details that we're seeing throughout on it. I think it's great that we have this. The only thing is that it can't turn side to side. For some reason, I wish it could turn side to side, but at least the jaw moves up and down. So we see this Doctor Doom from the 2015 Secret Wars, which I did buy and read, and I had to watch Comics Explained, and Rob's videos helped me refresh my memory, because anything Hickman just goes in one eyeball and out the other, because I don't like his writing style. Sorry, I know, I'm pissing off half of my viewers over here, but I just don't like Hickman's writing. It's just never fun for me. Anyway, multiverses are all colliding, and then in order to survive, you have to destroy another multiverse, and they're all running into each other, and Doctor Doom takes the power of Doctor Strange and Molecule Man and destroys the Beyonders, who actually destroyed the Living Tribunal, and after destroying the Beyonders, that's how he became God King Doom, and he's super powerful, and he destroys Thanos super easy, ripping the spinal column out, and I thought that was really neat. Now, this head sculpt we have seen before. You can see on the Fantastic Four Wave Doctor Doom, same thing, you know, just painted differently, of course, you know, lighter colored plastic. Came out looking pretty good, and you can see that we get some nice texturing right there, as we'd seen before, a little bit of gappy with the hood, which I don't mind because I like having the articulation there. And then this cape looks pretty nice. I believe this is a new cape, unless I'm mistaken, but it has some nice texturing in there, and I think it looks pretty good. So you can see how it has some wrinkles. I always wish we get a little bit of blue soft paint over these white figures. You know, it always just seems to make it pop a little bit more. A lot of this is reused except for this torso right here. I believe this is all brand new right here, and it looks pretty good. I'll get into the articulation in a moment, but I think it looks pretty nice. And then looking at the back of it, it does have a port right over there, so that's pretty cool. God, for some reason I feel like I'd seen it before, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is brand new. Arms, they've been used before, as we'd seen on this Doctor Doom, but the forearms are different. As you can tell right over here, you have the white gloves, and that looks pretty nice, so I do like that. Then the skirt piece and everything we've seen before. Legs we've seen before, dope as hell. I really like the previous 2 Doctor Doom figures. I think are pretty awesome, so I don't mind them reusing those parts. I mean, look at that, even the joints have that nice texturing and detail in them and stuff. So yeah, there's the peg holes right there at the bottom of the feet. So the articulation here is not too bad. You can get the head to look up at a decent amount right there, so it's not the best, not the worst. It could look down that much. You get side-to-side motion, a little bit of head tilting, no butterfly joints, but the shoulders will move outward that far, so not quite 90 degrees. Moves in all the way. You could rotate forward, rotate back, as long as you're not running into the cape. As you can see, you could lift it up like that. You get the bicep swivel right here. Great double jointed elbows. All the wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down, except for the gun holding hand, which has a horizontal hinge. Then you get just a waist joint right here, which actually works out pretty well. It's pretty clicky. You can see it turns side to side. You actually get some decent pivoting right over here. It's tricky to work with. You kind of have to like shift around to really get that pivot to work, but it does pivot at the waist, and it does crunch forward a bit, and it will crunch back a bit. So you do have to shift it forward and back to get all those joints moving, but they work. Anyway, I like the slits right here on the skirt piece. It does allow the legs to move outward that much, and he will kick forward very far and back. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, ankles do move down up a good amount, and beautiful ankle pivot. And to measure out this God King Doom figure, you can see that he is standing at about the 7-inch mark. And then here's Dr. Doom next to a couple of characters that tried to defeat him. We have Black Panther, who was wielding the Infinity Gauntlet but didn't make it, and of course, obviously, Thanos didn't make it either. Then here's our God King Doom next to our Future Foundation Dr. Doom. Thank you so much, Devil's Due. And yeah, while they do have similar designs, they are from different times of the 616. And I do love blue over the white, but yeah, it is a little heavy-handed with this one right over here. But maybe, you know, less than that, but some on this one would have been cool. And then here's Dr. Doom next to the other Dr. Dooms that I have in my collection. We have the Toy Biz Series 2 version. I don't have the Doombot variant. That is the one I'm missing. And then we have the Epic Heroes version right there, and then the Fantastic Four Super Scroll Build-A-Figure Waves version, and then we have the Retro Collection version. Doom Party, yeah! Doom. Then here's our God King Doom next to the other figures from this wave that I've already reviewed. We have the Hood, we have Lady Deathstrike, we have Dormammu, Red Skull Arcade, and the AIM Scientist Supreme. And tomorrow I'll have the Xemnu Build-A-Figure review up, and then after that, I'll get started on the Ursa Major Wave. Oh, these figures are freaking awesome. And then here's a God King Doom figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man by the Hijo Espíritu Santo. Okay, I wanted to ask you, God Doom, if you could please make me not a letdown, and if you could also please make it so I have unlimited pizza for the rest of my life, and if you could make all the redheads like me, that... So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and a big thanks to all the people that support this content via the Tron End membership. If you're interested, go ahead and check the link below or hit that join button. This figure isn't bad by any means. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here that I've seen before on figures that I have already liked, so I knew I was not going to be disappointed in the figure. However, this is from a storyline that I wasn't a huge fan of, and I think it's cool and everything, but I'm just not a huge fan of the Secret Wars story from Hickman, and it's just mostly because I don't like Hickman's writing, alright? Please don't hate me for it, alright? We have a difference of opinion. Hopefully we can hug. No, but for real, it gets weird when people like get mad when other people have a different opinion. It's like, if you love Hickman, and I have friends that I love that love Hickman, and I still love them, doesn't have anything to do with our personal relationship. I just don't like the story that this figure is from, so for me, I can't give it too high of a rating. Plus, there's a lot of reused stuff over here, and it's a very, very specific figure, so there's not a whole lot of displays you could throw them in with. So, at the price point of around 25 bucks, I'm gonna give this God King Doom figure a sud rating of... It's not too bad. And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.